Hello Dr. Logan, I'm Menaka. In this video, I'm going to talk about conducting project-based learning using Google Drive. My PBL is a research project about school life where learners identify a problem or an issue they want to find answers to and do a research on it. At the end of the project, learners are expected to present a research paper on their finding to the class. The research involves lots of brainstorming and group discussion as well as data collection from their peers. My learners are Junior 1 students who are of pre-intermediate proficiency level, which means they have very good command of the language. This is a class of 35 students and most of them could express themselves well in English. They are energetic learners who are motivated to learn and actively inquire and share their views in class. The intended learning outcomes of the project are to develop students' ability to inquire, think creatively for solution, integrate and conclude, to develop digital literacy through the use of Google tools to conduct research, to encourage collaboration with peers, and to develop students' learning interest and potential in a broader field. You may ask, why Google Drive? Well, last year when I conducted the same project in a traditional classroom setting, my students and I encountered some issues and I believe Google Drive provides solution to those problems. There were 5 issues altogether. First and foremost, time constraint. The second was difficulty in monitoring students' progress and providing timely feedback. The third, sustaining learners' interest. Fourth, difficulty in sharing and collaborating among group members. And the last one, difficulty in carrying out the survey and analyzing the data collected. So, how did Google Drive solve my problem? At the initial stage, the project was very much teacher-centered, as I had to equip the learners with technological content knowledge, where the content knowledge was provided through the explanation of research elements such as research questions, survey questions, methodology, data analysis, and so on. Then, they were exposed to technological knowledge, as most learners were not familiar with Google Drive. Once the learners received the technological content knowledge, the learning shifted from teacher-centered to student-centered, as they began creating, collaborating, and communicating more independently. They consulted each other when they had problems and came to me only when they were not able to solve the problems themselves. The learners were also motivated as they enjoyed the process of exploring and discovering. Elements of cognitivism and constructivism were also evident in the execution of the project as learners were learning to learn, their thought process was revealed, and they were reflecting on their experiences, and also they were making sense of new information with prior knowledge. Collaborative learning was also evident as there was an emphasis on teamwork where learners worked together to solve a problem, complete a task, or to create a product. With Google Drive, the time was cut short to a month. Class time was used only to address issues that cannot be solved online. Also, I could keep track of my learners' progress, witness learning taking place, and was able to detect problems much easily. I was also able to provide timely feedback, and with this, I was able to measure and know their learning progress, not just the end product. Learners seemed to be more interested as Google Drive was more interactive and user-friendly. As these kids are digital learners, they prefer working on a computer as for them it creates joy and fun. With Google Drive, learners collaborated better as they were able to work simultaneously or at a time convenient to them and knew what each member of the team was working on. They were also able to chat, comment, resolve problems, and send friendly reminders. The use of Google Forms solved all the problems as there was no hassle. They just needed to create, send, click, and submit upon completion. The Google Form generates automatic data analysis immediately upon submission, and with this, the data analysis is done much easily. In conclusion, I would say that the use of Google Drive definitely addressed the issues pertaining to the execution of project-based learning. It made the teaching and learning much engaging as well. I asked a few of my students to give feedback on PBL, and this is what they said.
Okay, now how does the use of Google Drive and Google Tools solve the problems you have mentioned earlier?
Like I said, everything can be in one place and we can all access it at one point instead of transient files all over the place, so you can all access at one time in one place.
Because in Google Drive and we use Google Tools, it's all on the cloud, so you don't really have to be afraid that, oh my god, this file is going to get lost somewhere or something. So it won't be deleted or much. So it's all in the drive and you can just look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, the main thing is don't have to write.
We don't have to write.
and one nice thing I find also is I can monitor all the people, because half the time they come last minute telling me that they have not done anything and then last minute do everything. So they'll tell me, oh yeah, I'm doing it, but actually I don't do anything. But in Google Drive, I know whether they're doing it or not.
You can see the things.
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you think, in your opinion, does the use of Google Drive and Google Tools enable better collaboration?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you say so?
You see what they're doing. So that's something you can be very
Punch and Karin, do you have anything to say? Evelyn?
Because you're able to track. Okay. Since you're able to track, what the other person is doing, do you think it encourages them to work or collaborate?
Not much.
It forces them.
No, it doesn't really force them. When there's technology like this, they want to use it. I don't know, they kind of want to use it because it's like, in a sense, cool or
So do you say that instead of the traditional method, right, when you use Google Drive to do your project, you're more motivated to do it?
Yeah.
Not
because
quite.
youngsters they all like
It's
high tech stuff, right? So when they use computer, they feel, oh my god, this is so cool. So I'm just gonna keep on doing it. So I get motivated.
It's a writing on the paper, I don't know.
I don't think
Oh my god, this is a waste of paper. Yeah, it's a waste of paper, waste of ink, and waste of correction ink.
Okay, thank you. Now, how can we improve the use of Google Drive and Google Tools in our project-based learning? Is there anything that you think we can change or we should change? Any problems that you encounter that you wish
There's
that?
nothing that we can really change. It's just, it's best. One thing I found out is the last few times when I did not block everyone out, they come into our group, they start giving stupid comments and saying, why are we doing this, why are we doing that. So it's best to block out everyone else that's not in our group.
Okay, that's one suggestion. Any other suggestion?
I think not everyone knows how to use Google Drive because something complicated, and where to get the files, where to do all the they don't quite know how exactly need to use the Google Drive, so they have some problems when they're doing it. That some files are saved in the wrong place and sent to the wrong persons. That
How do you think we can solve this?
I
Maybe
don't.
we can have like some class where we can actually
Workshop.
Yeah, like a little workshop. Because some people they really don't want to spend the time. They go to Google Drive, they start doing nonsense because they really don't know what they're doing. They start typing the wrong document and all that.
Put the wrong files in please.
Do you think your classmates can do that? I mean, teach each other how to use?
Yes, there are some people that are good with using Google, and there are some that are very bad at using it.
One thing about Google is every single thing is synced. All my photos, everything is syncs.
Okay. Anything else that you want to say?
That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.